2026 just started and the way people gonna buy courses this year completely changed from 2024 to 2025. So in this video I'll show you exactly the way that leads will actually start buying courses in 2026. So by the end of this video you'll know exactly how to use it in your advantage in your offer. So without further talking, let's get actually into it. As you can see here, everyone online got used to being rich and promising millions because it's super easy to do that. This bus down MP costs like 40k, this McLaren costs like 100k, if this car is rated for a month it costs like 5k, 10k a month, and this base could be fake, right? Everyone got used to people being rich online. Course sellers being rich is just something complete normal. And that's exactly why stuff like I teach people how to make 10k more from Amazon FBA won't work. Because everyone can teach you the same, it's super boring and everyone got used to the level of just 10k a month. This $10,000 a month level is just something that people tell online right now to make money online. Nobody really did the math for how much you actually need to retire or just make good money online, but everyone is just telling like 10k a month. And if you actually take a look at this content, it all looks the same. This guy's flexing, this guy flexing, this guy flexing, this guy's flexing. And it's cool, but flexing is one of the biggest trap you can get because pretty much if you flex, the more cars you have, the more money you make. It can be with everything, the more watches you have, the more money you make, the more expensive stuff you have, the more money you make, but it's going all to one big loop. So this is how the loop actually looks like. You firstly try to sell more courses because you want to make money. Then you go into debt to buy car because every single courser is buying like $500,000 car, $5 million car, $10 million cars, as you can see here. So you need to buy something good. So you're not spending 20k on Toyota Corolla, you're buying $100 car, $200 car. You sell courses and barely break even because you spend 200k on a car, and at this moment when you barely broke even, someone buys better car and nobody really cares about you because for example you bought 200k car and someone else bought like $1 million car. Of course right now nobody cares about you, so again you try to sell more courses, you need to make money, and in order to sell more courses you need to go debt and buy another car. And if you buy a new car you barely break even, then someone else buys a new car, nobody remembers about you, you need more sales, you go into debt, and just pretty much one big endless loop. This loop is not ending at all and is designed to never allow you to fully scale because you're always barely breaking even. So how to properly sell more courses in 2026? You need to stop using flexing and promising content as the main conversion mechanism. Yes, if you want to be flexing you can do that, but make flexing subconscious to put yourself in authority mode. For example, I'm always wearing like Rolex, Cartier, whatever, and you can see that I'm doing well in life, but it's not something that, oh, I do a video, let me just grab my watch. No, I always wear it, so of course it's subconscious flexing. Same with whiteboard background, I also have a whiteboard here, and it's not like, oh, I need to put the whiteboard in the background so people trust me more. No, I just have the whiteboard because I use it personally, so it looks like I'm skimming because I'm skimming. But it's not something pushed like this guy. For example, this guy parked McLaren, put a chair behind it, and right now he's recording. Where for example me, I just sit in my office, I just work, so I just record the video. And that's how it should be. It should not be staged, it should be really personal. Because this video just looks like scam. Don't depend only on flexing or promising 10k month, 50k month, 100k month. Flexing and promising is not the way you should be converting in 2026. Because think about it, since it's super easy to promise something or show off because people are renting cars or buying fake designer clothes, then nobody really cares about something you flex or show off because you're one of million guys doing the exact same thing. Today I came back from Dubai and if I really wanted I could be flexing for like $3,000 a month there. You can rent a McLaren for like $300 a day in Dubai. And pretty much like everyone has $300 and the competition in flexing is insanely big because who doesn't have $300? So nobody really cares about you flexing, you showing off until you show people results, show people your expertise, give people actual value and entertain people. If you do this, now you are standing out from like 90-95% people who just yap, who just rent cars, buy fake designer clothes, etc. because the barrier is super low. Because the barrier of flexing or showing off is super low, but the barrier of expertise is super high. So how we actually gonna do it? How we actually gonna stand out? The strategy I'm using and all of my clients are using is that 95% of content is just straight value, results, expertise or entertainment. And the best way you can do is show it in a personal way. So basically show how I did something. Because if you show something in a personal way, then pretty much nobody can copy you. Because you are unique, your story is unique, your come-up story is unique, your expertise is unique. So pretty much nobody can compare you to other people selling courses, so you have pretty much zero competitors right now. Because all you're doing is personal stories. So how are you gonna actually do it in long form content and short form content? I'm gonna give you a really simple example. So for example, we are running this Amazon offer, right? So bad example of idea for the video, it can be long for short form, is how to make $10,000 a month for selling t-shirts on Amazon. This is what people were using in 2023, 2024, 2025, and yes, sometimes it was working, but it's not something that people truly trust because it's super repetitive. You probably seen like 100 times. And a good example is, after selling 5,146 products on Amazon, here are the ones that actually make money. Because this first part is showing your story because you sold well over $5,000 products on Amazon, so it firstly makes you unique from other people, and second part, it shows your expertise because you sold over 5,000 products. And then you give people value, so here are the ones that actually make money. This is one of the simplest examples I could give you. So really, instead of standing in front of rented Lambo and just trying to pitch the magic 10k month dream, sit in something that I call the authority place. So for example, in my case, it's office, since I'm just working here, give people value that if they implement, they will get results, and just measure your program a bit. So this video is a perfect example. As you can see, I'm sitting in what I call the authority place. I'm sitting in my office, and I know if every single courser that watches this video, if they're gonna implement what I'm saying, they're gonna get great results. And I just mention my program a bit. So I just mention how my clients are doing, how I'm doing, etc. You know, I'm not standing in front of Lambo, McLaren, I'm not showing all of my watches like crazy. I'm not pitching you some magic dream. No, I'm just giving pure value, because that's what actually converts. Because the barrier of flexing in 2026 is super low. Like, everyone can do it. Being unique, being personal, being raw, being authentic is what actually gonna be hard. Not everyone can copy your expertise, experience, etc. So being authentic is what actually gonna make you money. And there was also studying TED Talks about it. If you don't know what TED Talks is, it's basically famous or successful people who give speeches. They had guys like Bill Gates here, Elon Musk, Tony Robbins, so even course sellers were there. There is really good book based on it, Talk Like That, and Carmine Gallo is just explaining how you should present to people. So he's talking about presentation, but basically recording content right now is doing presentations. So you can implement it to selling courses, into recording videos, into creating content to your courses. So this is what Talk Like That book is talking. Audiences trust presenters much less when they sense the speaker wants something from them, even if the message is good, even if they give you good statistics, good numbers, proper results, etc. But if people see that you want to pitch them something, you want to sell them something, people can basically detect that. Your trust basically goes to zero, because people can detect if you want to pitch them something, if you want to sell them something, or if you're there just to give value. And again, it doesn't matter if the message is good. The message can be great, you know, you can be telling facts, you can be giving pure value, but if you want to really hard pitch someone, then it doesn't work. The best speakers at TED Talks were not selling anything. They were explaining what they believed with zero want to get something. And that's what makes them the best speakers. They were not there to sell something, to pitch something, to gain something. No, they were to give value to audience. And the audience, human, we could just sense that someone wants to give pure value, or if someone just wants to hard pitch you some $10,000 mentorship. If you see this video like that, the BS meter is at ultimate high. You just see that this video is staged and it's just designed to sell you a course. So if you're looking at the buyer's perspective, if you see that someone wants to pitch your course like hard way, and you see that you will never buy course from them, then why do you try to create similar content to him? From the buyer perspective, you would pretty much never buy his course because it looks staged, it looks unreal, and it basically screams that he wants to pitch you some course. And if you would buy course from this guy from this video, then you have small IQ. You really don't want people inside your program that are impressed by some McLaren or by some car or by some watch, etc. Because these people are brokies, it's super hard to explain them something, and you have high refund or discount rate, and you don't want any of that. So in shortcut, give people value, show results and expertise, and be a human, be authentic, be raw. Don't be staged like this guy, just give people pure value. And I know what you probably think. Oh, if I give away all of my value, then like nobody will buy because they have everything for free. No, that's not how it works. Like really, most people online just watch videos to get dopamine, that they are learning something, that they're inside trenches, that they're working, that they're learning, but it's just pure dopamine. They won't implement anything. Maximum 1% of people watching your content will implement anything. I'm not talking about like everything you talk about content, I'm talking about anything you talk about content. And even this 1%, they still want your coaching since you gave the sauce. You gave them sauce on how they're supposed to do something. So right now they're doing something, but they still need you for that implementation, and also you're gonna sell to them. And the other 99% of people who don't implement anything, they see that you give values, they will pay you to hold them accountable, because most people know that they are supposed to do something, and most people even know what they're supposed to do, but they just don't put in the work because there is no one to hold them accountable. And if they spend 5k, 10k, 15k, 20k, 100k on some course, mentorship, etc., then it holds them accountable. Same things with, let's say, burning fat. You can just start running every single day for like 5 kilometers, and you can just eat less than you should, and you would lose fat. But most people can do that because there is nothing holding them accountable. But if they pay, for example, $5,000 every single month for some fitness coaching, then there is something holding them accountable, so they're gonna lose the weight. And now, content is one of the few pillars of running successful course and offer. Next step in running successful course or offer is funnel. Because if you have content, you have some people watching you, but right now you need to start converting that audience that watches your content. So I recently recorded a video about funnel that made me well over 600k fully profit in just 7 months for my old Snapchat course, because if you don't know, previously I was teaching people how to make my Snapchat, since I was making 1k every single day on Snapchat myself, but I made much more money from selling courses about how to make my Snapchat, and that's how 99% of course sellers work. And that's completely okay, because I was making my Snapchat myself, I was making my for selling a course, and a bunch of my clients that paid for my coaching, they were also making great results. I had guys making like 25k more for Snapchat, so it was really good. So by the way, completely off topic, yes, that's completely pretty normal to sell a course. Don't be ashamed of selling a course. So if you want to watch this video about funnel that made me well over 600k fully profit in just 7 months in my all snapshot course, so you can implement it into your offer. And this funnel is ripping like crazy because most people just don't use it. Most people use like webinar funnel, VSL funnel. This is not funnel that most people use. And I promise you, if you watch this video and implement this funnel, you get crazy results. So just click first link in the description, watch the video about funnel, build that funnel, and I promise you will make so much money from your course. So thanks for watching. Implement all of the stuff that I gave you in this video, and also watch the video about funnel because that will help you scale your course to the next level.